I have been on an airplane once or twice a week for over 40 years on average. And of course, when I say that, I mean if you're taking one or two trips a week and you're flying Delta as I do, that means 8 planes a week. 4 to 8 planes, because it's 2 flights everywhere. Because every week I go through Atlanta, and I will tell you this: I was flying out of my home airport, which is Melbourne, Florida, not long ago, and when I got to the ticket counter, I saw there were balloons and they were having a celebration, and I looked at the flight number was scrolling, and below the flight number was my name scrolling, because they were celebrating that I had crossed 4 million miles on Delta Airlines alone.
Wow.
That's not including all of the other airlines that I've flown, United and Eastern Airlines when Eastern was around, and so part of my problem is that I have been sitting in bad positions and bad seats for millions of miles, and then I'm probably, I have some, you have these things, part of your family heritage that's passed down to you. So I developed a couple of conditions. One of them was something called spondylolisthesis, which is where the spine doesn't line up properly, and it pinches the nerve, and so I've had back pain. I've had surgery for it. Where you may have heard of Laser Spine Institute to see the television commercials, and they did surgery on that. It went away. The pain went away a little bit, but it didn't go away enough for me. And I also have osteoarthritis. And osteoarthritis and arthritis, I guess in general, is the kind of pain as Dr. Pelot talked about. It will wake you up in the middle of the night. It will wake you up, but here's the problem. Because you don't sleep well, you end up living dangerously during the day, because you'll nod off when you're driving, which was what was happening to me. I just was not getting enough good sleep. And another thing that I most people would not have known this, only me would know this, and that is I am a performer in the sense of I have to stand before hundreds and thousands of people to present. I'm a presenter, and I'm a singer. I'm a gospel singer. So it was very uncomfortable trying to present while I was in pain. And to in the middle of a concert, the people would not know that I was trying to change my position where I stood or how I stood to relieve some of the pain, so that I can sing the next song, which it was just too much, and I'm one of those. I run from opioids, and they don't really do a lot for me. When I mean that, when people, I don't understand what it means to get hooked on something like that, because when I take it, it doesn't give me the high that people, I don't know I guess if you don't get hooked on the high, you get hooked on the relief of the pain. I guess that's what it is. And so a friend of mine said to me, I didn't want to spend the rest of my life on Advil. I mean, I just didn't want to do that. And so he said, "Have you heard of CBD?" I said, "No." I said, "What is it?" He said, "It's cannabinoid oil." I said, "Wait a minute, cannabis?" He said, "No, it's not marijuana. It's from the hemp plant, and it doesn't have THC. It doesn't make you high." I said, oh, well, then I can try that, Of course, you can understand I did not, with my life as visible as it is, I don't need any issues. I don't need any. Right. I don't need any problems. You know what I mean? So I was very careful. So when he said, "See, it doesn't have any, the compound that makes you high," I said, "Okay, great." And so I tried CBD, and the only way I can describe it is it gave me my life back. Mm-hmm. I mean, to stand on a stage before hundreds or thousands of people and not worry about the pain anymore was a game changer for me, as Dr. Pelote said. Suddenly you're free. There's a freedom that I was able to present and sing and do a concert with that I hadn't had in years. Mm-hmm. And the other thing too, when you don't get, when you can't sleep because of the pain, you don't really get what's called deep REM sleep. And interestingly enough, deep REM sleep is the only sleep in which you dream. So that meant that for 8 or 10 years, I had not had a dream. Mm. And I didn't realize it, but I had not had a dream. But when I started taking CBD, I was able to have my first dream. And I woke my wife up. I said, "Guess what?" I said, "I had a dream." It was something so ubiquitous, so simple, so ordinary, just to be able to have a dream.
Praise the Lord.
And what was ironic is I'm the president of the Dream Academy, But so it's been a real blessing for me, and I just saw my doctor, who said to me, because I asked him, how do I get rid of this pain where in my hip without any my cartilage being worn away, and he said what they tell all patients when they ask, how will I know when it's time to get the hip replacement? And all the doctors tell you is, you'll know.
Yeah.
In other words, it gets to the point where it is so excruciating and so constant that you just, and then one doctor said to me, you just cave. You cave.
That's right.
There's a fight that's going on and you cave. And so for me, I saw my doctor this past week, and I said to him, I don't think, I am confident I'm not going to be doing any hip replacement, right now. As long as I have CBD and it's working for me, and it is working for me, I am going to stick with the manufacturer's original equipment. And
I think you kind of went muffled, Pastor Phipps. Did you?
Huh?
Kind of muffled?
Yes, I'm sorry. Can you hear me now?
Yes, so much better. Sure. Go ahead.
Yeah, I said, so I was going to say that I told my doctor, as long as the CBD is working for me, I'm going to stick with the manufacturer's original equipment. It may be old, but if it's still working and I can manage the pain, that's the route I'm going to take. Because as Edward's sister told you, even after you have a double knee replacement or hip replacement, that does not guarantee that the pain is going to go away.
Still hurts. It
still hurts.
That's right.
And so forgive me for that. I just wanted to take a moment and let you know why I am endorsing this and supporting this, and I'm a part of this team, and looking forward to a future that will bring some income, not only through the sale of the products, but through helping those who want to build their own business.
Awesome, awesome. Wow, Pastor Phipps, thank you for sharing that because, people sometimes just don't know what others are going through because we hide it well.